is up, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is War, and today we're going to be teaching you how Affiliate Esports pulled in this perfect war. It's actually a very simple tactic, one in which so many people, I feel like, neglect to the weight that this tactic deserves, right? It's a very simple one, actually. It's fixing the fail. And fail being a 1-star or a 2-star, which is not always a fail, but we wanted the perfect so bad that we really dove in deep on these attacks. Today, guys, we're just going to be showing that 2-star, learning where those traps are. We're going to be teaching you exactly what to look for, and more importantly, how to tweak that attack to make it just a bit more successful. Now, if you do like this type of content, roll down to the comments, let me know exactly what you guys think. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I hear if you subscribe to this channel that you get like 100 years of great luck. Now, let's just jump right in, guys, and talk about what takes place. Alright, guys, before you say anything, I realize this is a lower Town Hall 13. It's not maxed, I get that. But to be honest with you, it was one of the last bases on the war map at the end of this war. And we had to triple it, right? We had to triple it. So looking at what strategy was laid down initially, is it a strategy that could possibly pull in the triple with a few tweaks? And that is exactly what we did. We're going to be using the Queen Charge Dragon with that initial blimp to kind of create a funnel for the Queen to do her job. Blimp comes in. Here's the first fix. Watch, the rage comes down, the blimp pops out, and it's just a bit awkward with that rage as the Electro Dragon at this point is not under rage, not giving the most value to that spell. With that said, if that rage would have been there, we would have taken out the Queen all too easy and continue to push on with our Electro Dragon. First initial thing to note. All right, Queen Charge is in. Queen's going to be stepping up, going to be encountering the Queen that wasn't taken down due to the missed rage. All right, Queen on Queen action here. Obviously, our Queen will win with healers on top of her. She's stepping up. Right there is a mine, air mine. Something to note, right? A trap we did not know going into this attack. This is a fresh hit here. All right, so Queen pops her ability, stepping up. He realizes that the issue here is getting into that Inferno compartment, and it's exactly it's a right assumption, right? How are we going to take that Inferno tower down before it takes down our healers, as those healers are keeping our Queen alive, ultimately helping this attack continue to push forward. All right, healers are definitely falling here, guys, and it's not a pretty sight whatsoever. He does indeed freeze the Infernal Tower, but yet again, the Queen has some distance to travel, forcing the Queen right there to lose her healers, and in the end, the Queen fall. Right, Queen falls pretty early, working her way forward. We dropped in the RC over there on the east side there. Dragons and everything funneling to the center. Great strategy there, as ultimately those dragons, if they were didn't have to take on that Infernal Tower initially and all those defenses at the very beginning, might have been able to pull this in. As you guys can see, tons of dragons getting through the center, working their way forward. It could have worked. It absolutely could have worked. Dragons are working the way around. Ultimately not going to get it done, as this air defense here is going to be a mean air defense on the rest of these dragons. Kind of swagging his wall breakers there. But anyway, that is it, guys. It is definitely not going to be a triple. So now let's jump in and show you the fixes that were made on this attack to give him that triple we all desire. Moving forward, here is the base yet again being hit by the exact same strategy. Nothing has changed here, and we're just going to watch it happen. All right. The loons are in, right? Just like the last one, picking up an air mine that he realized was there due to watching the last hit. Blimp is in, right? It's going to be taking a fall here quite quickly. Perfect rage, giving that Electro Dragon that rage, taking down the enemy Queen, getting so much more value. And there you see it. The Electro Dragon is still alive, grabbing value. The wizard there kind of helped create the funnel, making sure the Queen goes down towards the south. Electro Dragon still up, grabbing value like we'd expect him to do. Drops in a loon there, takes that air mine like a boss, giving him now 5 healers to work with as he works through this base. Exactly stuff we want to identify when fixing the fail. Electro Dragon's in, taking down the Expo. Again, another thing he did great job there, recognizing that how important that Electro Dragon is in this attack. All right, so pushing forward. Now we got to think about that Inferno Tower that wasn't dealt with in the first attack. How are we going to get it down? How are we going to keep it away from our our healers there to keep that queen alive, drops in an RC there, which is a great strategy, taking down the Infernal Tower. One final blow because the Electro Dragon did everything else. The RC is going to be stepping up to the Eagle Artillery, and here we go, guys. Queen's alive, and Queen has those healers. RC also has those healers as we step up to the next defenses. As that side is clear, we have a funnel created directly towards the Town Hall, and we still have healers. Biggest output there is we still have healers, guys. Healers do so much damage. Drops in a dragon, making sure the funnel has been created for the dragons to path straight to the Town Hall. And there it is. Such little changes, such little things that he did there to tweak this attack to make it all types of successful. The RC moves in for the Town Hall. He freezes up that sweeper, allowing those dragons to push right through that Giga Inferno. Pops the Grand Warden's ability as he pushes forward, saving his rage spells because he realizes, guys, I don't need him until my Warden's ability has been popped. Raging his way through the center, working up towards that air defense, and there, guys, there is all that was needed to finish off this attack and pull in the triple we all deserve. Queen's still alive. I repeat, the Queen and the RC are still alive throughout this entire attack as the rage comes through, pulls in the health for the RC, taking down defenses. And guys, do I need to say any more? Tiny fixes. Perfect rage on the blimp and the RC on the Infernal Tower changed the game, giving this guy that triple we desired. Beautiful stuff, right? Beautiful stuff. Those tiny tweaks can mean the world. Now let's jump in. Let's watch one more attack that happened in a very similar manner. All right, guys, so the next base we're going to be showing here is this base. We're going to be talking about how we fixed this fail and really giving you some tools that you can consider when identifying or re-looking at a base. All right. The Yeti Bomb is down, right? It comes in, takes down the Infernal Tower, all too easy. Funnel has been created for the Queen to roll through and push down towards the Town Hall, not affecting his healers whatsoever. Baby Dragon's in there next to the Queen, just creating the funnel, doing simple things. Now, here's where it went wrong. King was dropped over there on the corner, right? We've created too wide of a funnel on the corner so that the King indeed pushes into the wall with the Queen. And what that does, we'll show here in just a second. All right, so as the Queen works on the CC troops, he takes it down pretty quickly, all standard stuff. King's just working around, clearing some of those trash buildings on the outside. Stuff that we would expect. Nothing here that that he did wrong up to yet. Drops in those wall breakers, pushes down his second rage, pushes through the wall. Cool stuff. King here, though, guys, is beating on the wall. Now, what do you think those healers are going to do, right? The Queen's not taking any beating, and their job is to keep troops alive. And so what do you think they're going to do as the King has nothing hitting her whatsoever? They're going to make that switch to the King. Now, what do you think that did, guys? That put those healers in the same hit space of the Giga Inferno, where the Queen just ultimately walks up, wakes up that Giga, and ultimately that Giga Inferno takes down the healers. And of course, that affects the outcome of how long that Queen stays alive. Now, the rest of the attack, guys, implemented beautifully. We just couldn't keep our Queen alive. And that Queen alive is what the difference was from that 2-star to this triple that you will see, right? Hog Miners are in, pops our Grand Warden's ability, which was a bit early, mind you, which things like that can be gigantic in the success. Queen goes down up there on the north as she takes a big beating from the scatter shot, not allowing her to work up and grab any more value, forcing all those Hogs and Miners to roll back and grab the stuff they miss. And this attack, guys, was indeed a 2-star, like a 98%. It just resulted in a time fail. And so because of it, all we had to do, make that one simple tweak with the King, giving that Queen life throughout the entire attack. And that right there, my friends, with that Queen beating up on the rest of the trash buildings, we were able to pull in a triple. Let's show it off here. Let's show it off. All right, so here it is. Same attack, it's very same implementation, just one big difference that caused him to be successful here. Drops in the loons, pushes in the blimp. As we work our way forward, we knew that was a successful tactic, so no reason right there to change anything up. On this point, he did not make it over the wall. Kind of a scary thing, but he did think on his feet, pops the rage down onto those Yetis, making sure that the Yeti mites reach over and grab that Infernal Tower, which is exactly what they do. Once that's taken down, we can start our queen, the queen part of this attack here. Drops in our queen up there on the north seat, the barracks there, working our way towards that Grand Warden who is beating up on the queen and not liking it too much. Now, here is where the attack differed, right? We dropped the king in on the north there instead of dropping it on the cannon, which we saw from the first attack, and that was the world of difference. Now, why? Why do I say that? When that king on the first attack beat into that wall, the healers made the switch, and therefore the Giga Inferno took down the healers, not allowing the queen to stay alive. Here it is, drops in the rage. Queen does pop her ability. A little rough right there, to be honest with you, but it's nothing he couldn't handle. As the CC troops pop forward, he does indeed pop the wall breakers, pushing himself through the wall, allowing him to gain access to that Giga Inferno. Does indeed pop the poison, pushes the minion on the back end of those pups, and making sure they don't take down any healers, because, right, we need those healers to get through that compartment. King went down, king on king swap down there on the north there, and queen steps into the Giga Inferno compartment. All right, he rages it up, takes down that Giga Inferno first. Smart queen as she is. We got a 200 IQ queen right there. Stepping up to the CC, taking it down. Going to be working up towards the Eagle Artillery next, which is going to be exactly what he wants. And look how much health that queen still has as she pushes her way into that compartment. Freezes up the scatter shot, grabbing all those troops under the Grand Warden's tome ability, healing through it, and more importantly, having a ton of health on all his troops to get it done. Queen steps up, takes down another Expo, and there's not a lot left on this base, and plenty of stuff for that queen to grab, and more so for the miners and hogs to grab as they work their way through this base. Infernal Tower is going down. We still have one more Infernal Tower, which is the one we knew we would have to come back to when implementing this attack. We got dropped in the hogs. Miners working the way around. RC taking down defenses like a boss that she is. Such a great troop there to take advantage of. We popped a loon on that back end cannon. Not able to take it down, but we weakened it for sure. Healers are being hit by the air defense there. But again, having that queen to take and assist in some of those trash buildings was gigantic for the time fell. The RC steps up with the RC alive as well, working her way back towards the Infernal Tower, guys, and boom, there it is, the triple we had desired in the first hit. Great implementation of the attack in the second hit, with recognizing that it was indeed possible, making those tweaks to make it happen, and more importantly, guys, just having fun in the process, resulting in a perfect war here in Aphelion Esports. Now, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely, guys, go out in the world, love yourselves, love everyone around you, and as always, stay classy.